Why it assumes great significance is that this Chandan Sen belonged to Ranaghat Municipal Hospital. He was murdered in the year 2003. Same fact. He was murdered, she was murdered. What was the racket involved? The racket involved was with regard to fake medicine. Medicine being sent out. And there was also a Bangladeshi module as per the reports of that point of time. As far as Ajikor is concerned, there is also a Bangladeshi module, whereby the bio-waste was being sent into Bangladesh.
Sir, I would request my learned friend, rather than, my lord, detailing this in let him write down and give it to me in a...
We have already permitted anybody who wants to furnish any information.
No, they give me in a sealed cover and I send them in a sealed condition.
My
lord, it should not be appropriate to discuss it loudly. You just write it down and give it to me in a sealed cover. It would immediately be given to the CBI.
There's no need of photographs.
বেশ কিছু গুরুত্বপূর্ণ প্রসঙ্গ উঠে আসছে, আইনজীবীরা সওয়াল করছেন। তার মধ্যে চন্দন সেন কেস ফাইল প্রসঙ্গ উঠে এলো। চন্দন সেনের কেস ফাইল দেখা হয়েছে কি? তার মৃত্যুর ফাইল তাকে খতিয়ে দেখা হয়েছে? ফিরোজ এডুলচি এই প্রশ্ন তুলে গেলেন এবং সেক্ষেত্রে তার বক্তব্য, চন্দন সেনও খুন হয়েছিলেন, সেখানেও ওষুধের র্যাকেট বাংলাদেশ মডিউল যুক্ত ছিল।
Then in the appellate court, they were acquitted. Before this honorable court also, because the evidence collected was such that even before this honorable court, the acquittal stood. And that is the reason why all the elderly people, because this happened 21 years back, and that Dr. Chandan Sen's memory is what ignites the elderly people of Kolkata to come onto the streets.
My lords, we have
on the last occasion, my lord, I had given some names. I had said I would give names of persons who were present at the scene of the crime on the invitation of the principal of the college, who had nothing to do with the college, nor were they on duty at that time. They arrived even before the police arrived on the scene. And we have reason to guess.
Seven names? 7 names?
I have 4 names. I don't have 7 names.
Jaising, that's a part of the report of the CBI.
Yes, Lord, with their designations, some of them are elected members of the West Bengal Medical Council. So this is the reason why we are arguing that this is not just a plain and simple murder and rape. There are many more people involved in the incident that has taken place.
All that we'd like to say right now is that the report by the CBI does specifically advert to this. So let's leave it at that, because we have further provisions.
I did not mention the names in open court. 2 of them I did give to the Solicitor General. There are 2 more which I will forward to him in sealed cover.
On the next occasion, there is a priority, my lords, with regard to this financial.
Solicitor, your report at Roman 9 at page 6.
No, on this, my lord,
on this Roman 9 at page 6.
Yes. Page 6 and 7. Where my learned friend, Ms. Jaising's, my lord...
that sentence, all of them,
yes.
So on and so forth.
My lords,
so, they belong to so, and also members of...
Fair enough.
My lords, just one thing with regard to this, is that a lot of these people who have been mentioned, I am told, in the CBI report with regard to financial irregularities, but also being present at the scene of the crime when they had no business to be, many of them are in positions of power even
today.
And this is what is contributing to the threat culture, the enabling of threats, my lords. So, my lord, if they could be, based on a prima facie appreciation of the status reports and the CBI investigation, sought to be suspended temporarily from their positions until the investigation is over.
My lord, this is one of the prayers. My lord, this is one of the prayers which we have made in an application filed before the court, which I would like to address you on. My lord, today, repeatedly, it has been said that the doctors are not going back to work. The first statement I wish to make is the state of West Bengal has acknowledged in its reply that we are all back at work. I would like that statement. One second. Yes, it is. No, Mr. Mehta, it is linked. I'm trying to explain what accounts for the 51-day delay in their going back to work. I'm making a statement. I made a commitment on the last date of hearing that they will hold a general body and take a decision to go back to work. I am discharging that obligation by making a statement in writing that they have all gone back to work, and the state of
That's
West
not
Bengal
correct,
has acknowledged that in a reply filed by them today. So that issue, my lord, can be put to rest.
No.
Secondly, my lord, now the question is, what about the repetition of what happened last time? It is in that context that we say that the people who are being investigated by the CBI, 7 in number, are still in employment. And all that we are requesting is, this is the reason they didn't go back, because these people who are under investigation are still in employment in Arjikor. And we only request temporary suspension of these people pending the inquiry, so that we can go back there with a sense of confidence that they will not target us. Lord, I know an undertaking has been given, and I make a statement, we've not been targeted. I've made that statement, my Lord. But how does one expect them to work in the same college when the same people who are under investigating are still, my Lord, in positions of power? Therefore, only they should be suspended. My Lord, I know that no disciplinary action can be taken against them until a proper inquiry is held. But surely, my Lord, they can be suspended to inspire that confidence.
Let's hear Mr. Dwivedi. Yes,
So that's what we have, not in this language, but we have hinted at that, my lord, that if your lordship comes to page 7, just, my lord, at the top of the page, doctors belonging to so-and-so and also members of so-and-so, they claim that they tried to pacify the agitating trainee doctors. However, the agitating trainee doctors allege that aforementioned doctors were working on behalf of administration and also obstructing protests. Further investigation is.
My Lord, let's leave aside the protest. We are not
restricted to RG
anymore.
Corps. It's not restricted to RG Corps. The people in positions of power are in positions of power with regard to the medical examinations, the examination board, the corporation that takes tenders, and the West Bengal Medical Council, my lords.
Mr. Solicitor, by the next date of listing,
My lords.
this is something on which you must apprise the court. I mean, who are the people, even on, forget whether they were involved in any conspiracy to hush up the murder, or that's a very important aspect, but keep that aside for a moment. Are there any people presently who are under investigation, who are in positions of authority in the hospital, against whom there is an allegation of involvement in financial irregularities?
Or my Lord, with the crime.
Or with
Both.
the first crime.
Inside and outside the hospital.
With cover up and the financial irregularities.
Both are
Yes,
crimes.
Both are connected.
Either of the crimes or both of the crimes.
So let us know, because then.
So let CBI indicate, my lord, to us, my lord, who are those people, and we'll, my lord, then take.
No, we'll give them the names and see. Let me give them the names, that's no problem.
Mr. Solicitor, ultimately any action has to be taken by the state government as the disciplinary authority. For us to issue a direction of a general nature right now without being in possession of full facts would be really to take over that jurisdiction of a disciplinary authority. So I think it would be appropriate if at this level at least there is some sharing of information.
Yes.
Yes,
On what with the state government, so that then they can, because suppose they were to take action and there is a petition challenging that action, the first question would be, what is the basis on which you have acted? Second, of course, you can suspend in anticipation of a disciplinary inquiry, but they must have some material. Have you, as a state government, have you taken any call on any disciplinary action against
we
any other
were told
person?
about 5 doctors, they have been, my lord, suspended, action have been taken. Rest, if CBI, as and when they tell us, my lord, something specific against them, or that they have been made accused, because investigation is very wide.
Who are the 5 doctors in Arjikor whom you have suspended?
Who are the 5 persons? I'm sorry.
The recommendation is that the head of the postmortem is supposed to be the head of the threat culture.
Sir, there are many more than that. My Lord, we
Just in
are
RG.
willing to share the names with the state of West Bengal. And my Lord, if they are not suspended, they can at least be asked to proceed on leave. during this pendency of the CBI inquiry, because, my lord, otherwise we'll be told again and again, you're protesting, you're not going back to work. My lord, it's been a big effort convincing them to go back to work. We've succeeded, and they have gone back to work. But the reason I'm raising this issue is, my lord, I don't want to come back to the court and say it's happening all over again. So let them just go on leave. I will give the names.
Please
my
give
lord.
the names to the CBI.
No,